Hello everybody, and welcome back. I'm Count Christo, this is Ragnarok, round 4, historical mode. All normal. We have a new plan. If you didn't see the spreadsheet video, it was actually a flow chart, get it right. Difficulty normal. Got a bunch of stuff. Now, what's different in this plan? A few things. Very quickly. Number one, we're gonna kill France, we're gonna kill Portugal, we're gonna kill Spain, we're gonna do it with medium freaking tanks. We're not gonna switch to firepower because they nerfed it by 50% in the early days, which is essentially all that matters in this whole damn focus tree till you get to like here. So, you know, severe firepower basically no longer exists as far as I'm concerned. Instead, we're gonna go elastic defense and blitzkrieg. What else? We obviously need to build mills as a matter of extreme urgency. We are going to get mediums, and we're going to do that by doing army innovations and then treaty with USR immediately. And part of enabling that means we're going to research... Oh, we've already got the Panzer IIs. Nice. Good, I thought I was going to have to research the Panzer IIs, which is going to hurt. These we're going to research... No, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. We're not going to be able to get mediums in time. It's not going to work because when we finish that focus, we'll have waited 140 days. And this takes 170 days base. That's already the whole year. So we can't have mediums. But we will build light tanks. And we can have lights. So we will research immediately. Do we need AA, do you think, in the tanks? I think a little bit of AA wouldn't hurt. Let's get some text going. Which one do we want to use our bonus on? Probably construction, because it's longer base. Actually, you know what? I'm going to immediately restart. Yeah, I have a new idea. One sec. Alright, because we can use that bonus more effectively. Do you plan on getting collaboration for more manpower or just counter resistance? I haven't decided, to be honest. So the way we can do better is by beginning this research and this research ahead of time. And then we can use the research bonus that we'll be getting from 4-year plan on this. Let it not be said that I'm not at least mildly smart. Alright, we definitely need this. We definitely need this. And I think this is the most urgent. Honestly. Double music. Good point. Thank you. Fix that like this. Okay. Troops, rally up. Civs. Give me mills. Government. I think it is war industrialists first. Yeah, that's another thing we need to build into our flowchart, actually. We'll experiment this time, and then we'll see. I think the purchase order is war industrialists, followed by... Honestly, Prince of Terror might be good for damage to garrisons in France. I think it's Prince of Terror, followed by industrial concern, followed by infantry expert, regrouping expert, and armor expert, and that'll pretty much take you to the war. But we also have to remember we need to do extensive conscription. We need to. Army innovations. Tweaks 2 divisions. Let's build 20 wits. Now hear me out. We're going to put all the extra cost into tanks. Because tanks are what's going to win this for us. We're going to be aggressive. We didn't get any stacking penalties with size 20s. We're also... Do we take the engineers out? We do, you know. I think we do. They're so expensive. They make the division 20% more expensive. They're not worth it. Get them out. Now, artillery. a 10% cost. 15 soft attack is more than 10%. That was an easy bit of maths right there. We keep them. The engineers have good bonuses. They do, but we could have literally 20% more infantry. They do not give 20% bonuses. They just don't. Recon, I don't know the value of reconnaissance. The value. I just put my hands up and admit it. I don't. So we're not going to use them. We will use them on the tanks, but not on the infantry. Now, the Panzer Division. It needs work. More specifically, it needs this, 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 and this, I think. That costs 20 army XP. Yes. Now we have 10 left. We need the maintenance companies in here, if we haven't invented yet. So we need to get on that. Okay. Okay. Now, we need a lot of panzers. We need... Well, I mean, we might go less planes than last time. Because our planes, I don't know, we got very little use out of our planes, to be honest. So maybe we go actually no planes? What do you reckon? None? No planes or just a few? I think just a wee few planes would be good. Now, we're going to need a lot more support equipment and a lot more infantry equipment and a lot more tanks. With no planes, you need AA. The infantry aren't the fighters. And the AI doesn't seem to deploy their planes smart in this mod. We're going to try to go to 30. We're going to go to 20 here. We obviously don't care about this or any of these. Or this. Or these. We might actually care about that later on. We're obviously not going to cancel the MIFO bills. Rubber. No, thank you. Do not import the tungsten. Save. Ragnarok. No. It's hard to spell for me when I put too many A's. Ragnarok. Start. Just in case we mucked something up in the early years. Okay. We ready? No. Do we create an intelligence agency? I think we might not. I think the bonuses from this are underpowered. To be honest, compared to the amount of civs. What do we have to put in to get our 2 spies? I mean, the decryption is good. Well, I mean, it's okay. To get our 2 spies, you have to put in a minimum of 5 civs for 250 days? 240 days. I'm not sure. Let's make it this time and see if we feel like we get value out of it. And if we don't, we won't make it next time. So for now, I'm just going to add that to my flowchart. Making spies. We're actually going 20 width. 20 width, no AA, maintenance in the infantry. We haven't done that yet, of course. And support artillery in the inf. Support guns in the infantry. Not funds, guns. Okay. What next? Prioritize reinforcements. Get me more. And some of these as well. Well, we'll just start with these. The other question is, do we train our divisions? It's much easier to do now. Much less micro. So, there's a case to be made. We definitely just let our ships build. We don't put any extra effort into them. We don't build any capital class ships because that's just a stupid idea. And once they're done, we put all of them in convoys. We rally up our ships. We rally up our air force. And then we, whoops, we save again. Okay. Rock and roll. Unpaused. Oof. Oof. We're going. Okay. We save up fuel. How much fuel does one of these divisions use per day right now? 20? That doesn't sound like much. Is that per hour? Must be per hour. Train divisions with 1 brigade for the Spanish Civil War? No, we're not going to fuss with the Spanish Civil War. It might not even trigger before the war starts. It more often doesn't these days. So the tanks are obviously low on equipment, but we're making more. Deficit is pretty intense, to be honest. But we should be able to ramp that up, obviously, as we bang out more mills. Agency created. Now, what are we going to build in the agency? Essentially, I'm going to go through them. For the purposes of this campaign, useless, 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 possibly useful, possibly maybe useful, useless, possibly useful, useless, useless, always useless, 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 possibly tiny bit helpful, but probably useless, 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 useful. So I think we formed the cryptology department. We have to do 5, remember. 5 to get our second spy. So I think we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to be able to decrypt people properly. And I think we do it early. So we can have a nice big spy network against France. And maybe we try and lower France's stability or something, so we can attack them earlier. Is this the right play? I think it is. I mean, it's expensive. It's 8 factories right now on that. There's that, which we need to build some of. And we'll wait for the other research to finish before I mess with that too much. Which is right now. Still not quite recognizing these icons, to be honest. Okay. So, put these in. We're basically just going to go 1-1, I think. Maybe another SPAA. Yeah, we're probably going to put another SPAA in here when we can, because that's a much better soft attack per damage usage. Oops. It's you and you. But for now, it's basically 10 to 1 to 0.5. So 20 to 1 to 20 to 2 to 1. So we'll go like this. And we're actually going to want slightly more because we know what we're going to do in the future. That's about the right ratio on those. You can actually fill those out first. Good. Next research. Let's slightly over save up days to really blitz through the concentrated industry and construction. That was SP Art, not SPAA. It was both. This is SPAA, this is SP... Sorry, this is SPAA, this is SP... Artillery. SPA. We can take something already? Right, yes. I don't think we want that, even though we might build some fortifications. So army innovations is coming in. So, oh wait, yeah, we need to change the flowchart because we're not going to do this anymore. Unless we want the 100% bonus. Unless we still want to try and do mediums. But no, it's the first bit that matters. So we're not going to do that anymore. Instead, we're going to justify early and get war economy second, I think. Do we really want to waste that many days of research? Okay, so this guy is a big choice. Oh, pause. Own operative detection chance factor down is pretty damn good. I mean, this guy just looks like a legend, doesn't he? Coup is not going to be very helpful, but... And him not breaking first is useful. So we'll get you. And what do we want to do with him? I think destroying Poland's planning bonus might help a bit. But this is the thing about the spies. Like what do we do with him? He doesn't seem that helpful, to be real with you. Like, we send him to France and then try and hurt their stability. That's all I've got. That's all I can think of. We send him to... I really don't know. I really don't know where we send him. Don't spies give intel? They do, but what are we going to do with intel? They're all going to come kill us and they have shit tons of men. I know. I know. Like, what do I need to learn? You get a planning speed bonus, which should be useful against France. You get a invasion defense bonus, but I don't know what that means. 15% breakthrough? That's from decrypting, not from spies. I think we put one in France, one in here, till we get the planning bonus. Sorry, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to put him in center, because I think this is where we're most likely to have to replan. Hopefully we can bulldoze to France, no problem. So we'll put him there, and we'll try and, you know... You get, yeah, invasion defense. What is that? What does that mean? In someone else's land, I get invasion defense. I mean, doesn't seem meaningful to me. So we've got army innovations, which means one of these. Oh, that's such good timing. Oh, baby. You go on that. Okay, I'm going to put this into the plan. So the research is you do you do tank variant into doctrine plus concentrated. Yeah. That's a good idea. And I'm gonna write these things down because I always forget them. Start eco tech before clicking event. Good. Okay. Spy planes? Nah. We don't need intel. They're all coming to kill us. We know this. Planning bonus is not meaningful bonus. Now I'm going to save because I need to test. We need to be able to cause enough world tension to get 50% war support. So step 1, you justify on the USSR. And then you wait to get enough political power to justify in the United States. And you hopefully don't spend too long with this full. Or, in fact, any time. Nice. So you justify in the USA. That gives you enough war support to get this. And you go war economy. Yeah, okay. So you do army innovations. Forget treaty with the USSR. You do army innovations. Then you... Sorry, I'm still updating this spreadsheet because I need to... Like I say, I need to remember this in the future. Justify Soviet plus USA. Then you do war economy. Then you do Rhineland. It's definitely in that order. Good. Ah, let me delete this. Okay. Good, 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 good. Okay, that worked really well. And then you waste 9 days of research. No, because it's this we're waiting for, not this. So you don't waste research there. Instead, you get fuel gain. No, you don't. No point doing that ahead of time. You get. I don't know. I don't think it matters what you get now, because it's not something we're going to use like in a matter of urgency. So I think you get this. You can get 20 spies if you go decolonize. Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing my England communist campaign when you decolonize, because that's going to be really cool. Yeah, okay, I'm computing. Did I forget to do my second thing here? I did. I also forgot to set something decrypting. That's my bad. So decrypt, France, obviously. They're the big deal right now. Decrypting, unfortunately, has absolutely no impact on your spies, which is really silly. I hope they add that, because that seems like a no-brainer to me. We're doing this, and then we're doing Rhineland, and then we're doing Anschluss. Will we be able to get enough men deployed by the time we do Anschluss? I hope so, but if not, we will be able to cheese that pretty effectively, I think. Arty? What? Should be getting more artillery, do you think? I think we're in pretty good shape. Oh, we need one more on that, don't we? Okay. Do we make even these planes? I think we honestly don't. I think we basically just forget planes. How did that make you have less tungsten? It makes no sense. One little lack of resources, only 0.1, so it's fine. So you get radio interception. You get another radio interception. Is our artillery up to date? Yeah. Yeah. This is the next one. Sign the treaty. No surprises. Try and do Ragnarok artillery only. I don't think that would work. Get concentrated. Of course. But we should have 2 bonuses for this. So we'll be able to get construction ahead of time as well. Quite nicely. We don't modify the government. We're getting the war economy. Pretty freaking good. Early war economy. Then what's next? Rhineland. Rhineland Anschluss. So the other option from Rhineland Anschluss is KDF first, which gives you 9 civilian factories. Anschluss gives you 16. So definitely Rhineland Anschluss. Okay, there we go. There's our limit on deployment. There's the end of our equipment. So how many of these can we get done before the war starts? Maybe this many? Almost certainly this many. Maybe this many? Probably. Let's try for that. So we're trying for 6 tanks. Excuse me. I'm just updating the spreadsheet here. All right. We're going for 6 new tank divs. Okay. It's light tanks, not medium, sadly. Light tanks. Okay. Okay. It's radio interception. I would like to get 2 of this, but we can't get that until we get mechanical computing. Which is only the first one, isn't it? Yeah. So do we just wait? Do we just use the civs for other stuff? And that's perfectly valuable, right? Yeah, that's what we do. Okay. So we're about to be out of things to do for our mills, but once this is done, we won't be. So hopefully that'll happen first. Might it? This is by June. UK is dominating Dutch trade negotiations. I'll let you guess just how much I care about that. we've got a lot of divisions coming out. We can have more than that queued. Although once these ones finish, we won't be able to, but we'll see. Okay. What are we waiting for on this, sorry? Not that. So do we get construction 1, 2 ahead of time using our bonus, or do we get concentrated 2? That's a tough one. I think it's got to be concentrated. Yeah. I like how you can do the radio interception thing before you've invented radios. That's kind of jank. I think we waste 8 days of research here to get concentrated 2 even freaking faster as well. We are definitely going to finish this before we finish concentrated, right? On the 30th. Yes. So we're going to have to start producing somewhere else, which is Rhineland. Fine to build in the Rhineland, of course. It won't be on the front line and therefore vulnerable to damage because we'll be pushing straight past it. Here comes my tech. My whatever you call it even. My next political upgrade, which is definitely going to be industrial concern. Bang. Seems good to me. Okay. Baby. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. This is a extraordinarily difficult mod. But I think we've got the plan. I think we've got the technique. Now, we should definitely send volunteers to Spain and grind army XP. Shouldn't we? It's annoying. No, actually we shouldn't, because we wouldn't get them back in time. We wouldn't get them back because you can't just push in Spain anymore. You've got to wait for the planned offensives. We don't have to, but it's very difficult if you don't. We will be doing a Spain campaign and a France campaign, by the way. Checking out their awesome focus trees. So there's concentrated. Now you grab that, and then you grab construction. And then this will be switched. There's Rhineland, and we are ready for Anschluss. Halla freaking Luya! I didn't even have to mess with it, and we can go straight into Anschluss. That's what I'm talking about. We got another bit of manpower, of political power to spend. Get concentrated first. Concentrated, then more upgrades. We denounce American ideals. Absolutely. Air volunteers. Thank you. Attaché? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Air volunteers? I don't even know about that. What do we need air XP for? Just a waste of fuel. Right? Yeah, and also, this is a mistake. Okay, I'm going to add this in. We're going to delete this one. Give me... We're going to build fuel silos to match normal fuel gain. So that we're never having to import more fuel, but we're never wasting any either. So, give me a fuel silo. And then give me more in these places. But Rhineland should go down to 1. Which should be done before this. Yes, that's correct. Okay, so we shouldn't be wasting fuel like this. I don't want to use it exercising those. So I guess in this circumstance, we can afford to send air volunteers. Because we made a mistake, we can afford to send air volunteers. And the reason we're going to send air volunteers is purely to get XP on our planes. And we're going to go pretty small wings to min-max it. We can't quite send as many as I tried to. And we're going to try and get air aces, obviously. It's not using up our fuel at all. Oh, it is using some, just not that much. There's elastic defense. We'll go straight to Blitzkrieg. Please and thank you. And then you should probably have switched to this already. Yeah, we should switch to that immediately. Yeah, because the artillery research is not time critical. Like, it doesn't matter when we get it, that is to say. You say it's on undisturbed isolationism? Yeah, they are. Well, are they actually? Yeah, they are. Even though we're justifying on them. It's pretty funny. Alright, so these guys are fighting in the air here. There's some enemy planes, but we should be able to destroy them. We'll use the extra ground crews. It's a good point. We should start organizing into, you know, into armies here. The cavalry... The mountaineers... Yeah, the mountaineers can stick around. The cavalry and the SS can go home. Okay, we're going to have at least 5 armies to start with, I suspect. Because we're going with 20 widths. We might want to go with bigger than 20 widths, to be honest. Who will lead the charge? I think it's honestly just all about the attack. We can't afford an old guard, so congratulations, Glug. And then with these guys, we're not going to be complicated. Guderian, no. Who leads the tanks? Yeah, it is Guderian. Guderian leads the tanks. Okay, Bok, get in here. And the reason I'm doing this now is because I think we're going to want to assign traits on these guys. And I want to make sure we do that, you know, while we have the spare power. So we do want division recovery rate on everyone, for sure. We don't want guerrilla fighter. We might eventually want scavenger. We'll see. And that might be a good move, but I don't think I'm going to start with it. The rest of you are good. Okay, so the best generals go on this side. And we'll put one here. What's the line we establish here? It's that, isn't it? I think that's right. And then we really struggle to hold this tile, typically. You guys go here. You guys go here. We're going to need at least 2 more armies, I think. So let's plan ahead for that. So who's going to be the second field marshal? The Austrian guy. You guys need to go here. Though remember, that tile doesn't need to be garrisoned. Neither does that one. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, no. Hello. Fine. There we go. And you can go here provisionally. Okay, so generals for this. Austrian guy. You'll do. Deep Trick has some nice planning bonuses. Just get a bit less army experience though. But nice planning speed. Okay, yeah, that looks right. And then you, obviously, a few guys can also be on the Belgian front. Alright, do your positions, men. The new guys are getting put into this army. Yeah, good. You, tanks. I guess you're going to be under modal. It's a little odd. And then under Guderian. Good. Okay, so now you're over full. So, how about that? You're all training actively. That's what you want. As long as this bar is green, you're okay. So 6 tanks. Are we going to get you in time? Maybe. But only maybe. We have still got quite a lot of stuff to come in here. So, you know. And we're at our military factory unit count now. So what are we short? Almost exclusively infantry equipment. So get me more infantry. Then you have my permission to get some more tanks. Like so. In opposite order. We're overproducing support equipment and AA right now. We need to remember to invent companies. Nice surplus equipment you have there? Yeah, it is. It very much is. Alright, get me Hanover. Okay, so we're full on fuel again. Good. So one thing makes all the difference. You guys, stop that. No, not merge. Fly home. Merge. Split, split, split. Not that many times. Good. Okay. We'll be full on fuel just about when the war starts. Ish. Up here. Then here, then here. Although actually we are going to get concentrated pretty soon. So don't worry about here and here. That's my guess. Anschluss is coming in. That's going to help a lot. Actually, let's have some stuff queued up ready for the new factories we're going to get out of Austria, out of Anschluss. God, it's already September. We don't have nearly enough infantry. The investment in the tanks is really hurting. Going to get a lot out of Austria, though. The tanks are so expensive, man. They're just so expensive. For now, we'll send guys here, and then you guys can go here for a bit. I think we need to put actually even more of these in training. Now, the tanks are going to be deployed here. And rush. I mean, this is the plan we can give them, but, you know, we all know the move the tanks are going to make. You go here, you deploy here. You gonna deploy in time? Thank you, boys. 200 days? Definitely not. With one less. It's going to be real close. Next. KDF wagon. Whatever. And... Armor Genius. Well, it's still the Infantry Genius, I think. We welcome to the Reich. You guys still get disbanded, I think. Except you. Yes. No. Why don't you guys switch to my infantry and let's see if you go green. And these guys are welcome in this dude's army, which has to hold this line. Which, let me tell you, is a real freaking pain. You do get deleted, just straight up. You can come in here as well. For now, you're responsible for all of this, but don't worry. We're not actually expecting you to hold all of that, because it would be utterly undoable. This, like this. Okay. You guys are the spares. You can go here for now. We'll just keep an eye on them, hope they don't go green. I'm concerned about the tanks. 150 days is still too slow. But while these guys are still training, I think we do... Well, hang on. Are you just short any tanks? Yes, that's fine. As long as these are still training. There's mechanical computing. Which means we can start working on machine-assisted decryption. And back to this. We got this, didn't we? Yeah. Ho-hum. I should really call it apart. I'm going to call it an episode here. I don't think it's going to work. I think the tanks are too expensive. We could try a mass infantry push into France. Like it's an option, but I don't see it succeeding. But this is not enough infantry on the front. It's just not. So, we'll see. See you in the next episode.